actually, we were thinking, because I've known you since first grade. You're one of my best friends, and if it's a boy, we would like to name it True Sailing.
True Sailing is dead. No, it is not. Welcome back to True Sailing, episode 37. My name's Joe, and that's it. Let's set sail. We're doing a solo dolo Joe show, Foyo, today. So, let's go. All right, that's enough of that. That's y'all just accidentally signed up for an hour and a half of me rhyming. Not only is this a solo episode, this is an episode that you're for sure going to want to be on the YouTube for. Not necessarily. I mean, kind of. Because I am dressed, if I may say, to the fucking nines today. I got the lavender button-up and the teal and purple flower tie that I got as a gift. Very excited. But I'm not dressed up for any reason at all. That's kind of the big thing there. Getting dressed up feels really nice, and it feels like very official, and you feel like it does wonders for your confidence and what have you. Unless you're getting dressed up to just do nothing. Like, I just came back from my mom's house, and when I got there, she was like, "Oh, like, you look nice. Like, what are you all dressed up for?" And I had to be like, "Nothing." What happened was I was sitting around in the house in sweatpants for like far too long. Jamie left for work and was like out being productive, and I was sitting there in my sweatpants, and I was like, I am far too much of a cliche at this moment. I've got to get up. I've got to get out of here, and I've got to at least look like I somewhat give a shit. But yeah, so that's why I'm all dressed up today. So, which is no reason, no explanation. But yeah, be it if you're watching or if you're listening, you're seeing that this is just your boy. We're just doing a me show. I do have some sailing for you guys, though. I'm going to treat it just like as if there was somebody else here. I'm not going to do anything different. So, whatever. This is a little bit of sailing that stinks Jack's not here, because I wanted his input on this, because this blew my mind. I've been holding back this story from, like, I wanted to just tell him right after it happened. Like, I came home, I haven't told Jamie either. I did, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. But I haven't told Jack about this. Jesus Christ. This is going perfect. This is going swimmingly, exactly how I imagined. But I came home and I didn't tell Jack about it because I wanted to wait till the show, because I thought this was textbook city sailing. This is just straight up sailing like you read about. This was, it wasn't sailing. I wasn't sailing. I feel like I always got to say I'm not sailing. I wasn't sailing. What I was doing was eating lunch. I was at work. I was on my lunch break. And I went out, like, behind the mall. There's this like patio kind of thing of like picnic table style benches and things, kind of like right along this like man-made pond. And there's like ferries there, and there's a fountain and whatever. There's like line for ferry tours and shit. It's a nice ass little spot. I don't know. It's one of the nicest settings I've ever seen at a mall, if that means anything. So not nice by any means, but mall nice. You know, if you see like a nice planter at a mall, you're not like, oh, that's really nice. It's like, it's nice for a mall. Like having a charging station, that's nice for a mall. I've never been to many big malls, though, so maybe malls get cooler. Maybe there's people listening to this who are like, dude, you got no clue about malls. And that's wicked possible. But as far as I know, at this moment in my life, malls don't get all too fancy. So So I'm on the patio behind this mall thing, and my headphones died. And so I just like took them off, and I was like listening to a podcast out loud. And if that doesn't seem important, but if I had charged my headphones, this story would have never happened. Because I had like noise canceling headphones. Like I would have sat there, would have kept my headphones on, no one would have tried to talk to me. But I didn't, so this guy tried to talk to me. So he yells like, "Yo!" And I'm taken aback, obviously, by something like that. So I like kind of jerk, and because he was close, he wasn't like far enough to yell. He was close enough to me where I knew he was talking to me. It was like, unless someone says your name or they're very close, there's no way to know that yo is for you, and you're not going to respond. But he was very close. He was like within that range. I want to say like that's like a 7-foot diameter I would give, or 7-foot radius I would give to be like, okay, within that 7 feet, you're obviously talking to me. Let's talk it up. What's going on? So he's like, "Yo, let me buy a cigarette off you. I just got paid yesterday. I'm not a bum or nothing." And I was like, "Oh, dude, that's fine." I get that offer a lot in Massachusetts. In New Hampshire, that doesn't happen. People will just ask you for one. In Massachusetts, people will offer to buy one from you. I think that has to do with the price of cigarettes, that they're like twice as much down there. But I think it also has something to say about the people. I don't know what it has to say, but it's definitely something. It's not that Massachusetts people are more polite or generous by any means, because that's just not the case. Because I've been offered for people to pay for them, and then they don't. So that's not nicer. That's just like making me more inclined to give it to you, and then once you have it, to be like, all right, peace, you know? I think it's like people are expecting that you're not going to say yes unless they offer to at least buy it from you. At least offer to buy it from you. So that's what this guy does. He's like, "Yeah, let me buy a cigarette off you. I'm not a bum or nothing. I just got paid yesterday." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, don't worry about paying me," because I fucking say that now so I can feel like I'm the one who decided that like there's not a transaction here. Because I feel like if it was you that decided it and you just like took it and ran, then I feel like shit. But if I say to you first, like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I mean, in my head, I'm saying you're not going to pay me anyway. But on the outside, that says, hey, I'm a nice fucking guy. I don't know if you've realized who you were messing with. You're talking to a really fucking good guy. So I'm guilting this guy. I'm like, "Yeah, here you go, man. Like, just have it. One on the house. One on your old friend, Joe." And he sits down and, God damn, man, I wish I remember how this started. There's so many chapters to this story. This is for sure going to be one of those ones that I double back on and be like, I totally forgot. He also said this. There's so much to this. This sounds like every crazy interaction I've ever had in my life, but it was all within 10 minutes. But still, I talked to this dude for 10 minutes. Like most crazy interactions or homeless interactions or whatever last, like 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at the longest. This was 10 minutes of insanity. This dude sat down and he's like, "Yo, like, what are you, talk to me, dude. Like, what are you into?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "What are you into? Like, what are your interests, bro?" And I was like, "Oh, I like, I don't know, I'm kind of, I guess, I'm trying to like sum myself up in 5 seconds, because obviously that's like the what am I least prepared for in the world for someone to ask me, like, what are your favorite things? Go. It's like, no chance. Like, what are you talking about? If he had said like, "Hey, name like 3 of Jupiter's moons," I would have had a way easier chance of answering off the bat. It would have been like Io, Europa, and I'm sure there's some others. But I had nothing for this dude. He was like, "Yo, tell me about yourself and whatever. Like, tell me your interests." And I'm like, And he goes, "Dude, I'm just trying to make small talk. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to just talk with you. I'm trying to shoot the shit right now, okay? I'm trying to small talk. What are you into?" And I was blown away, dude. I've never heard anybody in my life say, "I'm trying to have small talk with you." Like, that's so fucking aggressive for small talk. Oh, I'm going to take a drink of my Gatorade real quick. I'm getting fired up. Got to replenish. Gatorade is packed with electrolytes that help you feel your best when you're in the middle of podcasting and are cotton-mouthed. So this dude's like, I'm trying to small talk you, dude. So I'm like, I'm into movies, I guess. And he's like, yo, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 24, which is almost the truth. And he's like, yo, I'm 34. There's like 10 years between us, dude. People say things. People say, crazy stuff, crazy this, crazy that, like Charles Manson. You know what I mean? But I'm not like that. You understand, dude? It's not like a race thing or something like that, dude. It's not. It's just two people just shooting this shit. It's just two people talking, dude. Like, what are you into? And I was like, oh, we're talking to a crazy person. Oh, yo. Sorry, Connor just texted me and said, when are you recording the next True Sailing episode? So he might be on. Sorry, guys. What was I goddamn saying? So this dude is like, I'm not crazy Charles Manson, and I'm like, I think this is kind of a red flag. I should realize that this is not something I need to further. But knowing me, I didn't. I entertained this dude, and I kept talking to him, and god damn it, man, he was like talking about Leonardo DiCaprio at one point. He was saying like, he's like, he's a beautiful dude, you know what I'm saying, man? But like, I don't know him. I feel like climate change and all that shit that he like talks about, dude, I feel like he's really someone I could reply to. You know what I mean? And I remember that very well. I remember that line verbatim. I remember him saying I could really reply to him because I thought it was so fucking weird. Because I've never heard anybody say that before. Like I got what he was trying to say. Like he was trying to say, like, I could really have a conversation with that guy. I could really talk to that guy. But he chose to say, I could really reply to him. That dude starts saying things. Guess who's going to have some replies? This guy. I'm going to be pumping out questions, comments, little anecdotes. I'm going to have all sorts of shit to reply with. If there was a comment section, it'd be flooded by me. And I'm like, yeah, I totally hear you, dude. You could totally reply to that guy. I definitely see that. And he goes, like, what are you into? Like, what kind of girls are you into? You into blondes? You into Asians? Are you gay? And I was like, I'm not gay, no. Because I knew that's what he was really asking. Like, because what he was really saying was, hey, you're not like gay by chance, are you? But like, rather than just say that, he had to be like, damn, dude, like, what kind of girls? Like, you like girls, dude? I love girls. I love girls. Are you gay? And I was like, nah, man, I'm not gay. So I cut right to that one. I cut out I'm not going to answer your blondes or your Asians, dude. Like, I know what you're asking here. And the answer is nah, sorry. And he jumps on it like a fucking cartoon character. I was like, nah, dude. Like, nah, I'm not gay. And he goes, oh, dude, I'm not gay. Okay, cool. He's like, yo, you like movies and shit. Like, let me show you a music video that I was in, bro. And he pulls up a music video in which, like, it's all done in Creole, like the French, like, dialect that's spoke in Haiti. And he's showing me the song that's in Creole, and he's at the very beginning, and he's speaking Creole with these dudes, but he's like definitely not Haitian. The dude that I'm sitting with is a white dude, right? Dead giveaway that he's not from Haiti. And on top of that, he says, I'm not from Haiti. So that was my second key. So he he's showing me this video. He's like the only white guy in this video, and he's like just talking about how I gotta wait till the end. I gotta wait till the end because he's smoking one of those electronic cigarettes, and I've got to see that. And as he's explaining it, I'm like, I kind of do gotta see that now. Like I was like, oh, like, can I just like skip till the end? Like, where are you at the end? And he's like, keep watch, just watch. These guys are like insane, bro. Like, just watch. And I'm watching, and this guy is not in the video at all for another till the fucking end. Like he's like making me wait it out. And at the very end, he's like, yo, here it is. And he's just walking, and he's like, hits a jewel. And that was it. I was like, that's fucking sick, dude. That's okay. Yeah, wow, that was unbelievable, man. That I loved that. Who shot that? And he kept saying like another Italian dude. Like you'd get that. You know what I'm talking about? Like another Italian guy. And he just kept saying that as if I had told him I was Italian, which I am, but I didn't tell him that. You know what I mean? I didn't even tell this dude my fucking name. And he's like, oh, another Italian guy, just like you. Insane. I actually think that he knew that. I don't think that was a guess. I think he like could feel that in the air. I think he was like, this guy's for sure Italian. I don't know, man. Freaked me the fuck out. He started telling me about how he was a pickup artist. He used the term pickup artist. And after he said pickup artist, I said, oh, and he followed it up with girls, bro. Girls. And I was like, yeah, that sounds sick, man. That's awesome. Whatever. And just left it on this note of like, I'll see you. I know I'll see you again, dude. And I was like, yeah, I really, really don't think that we will. But I did tell him about the show because that's what I do. I whore myself out. And honestly, there's like a 20%, 15% chance that he's watching right now. So how's it going? Fucking, I don't know his name either. What the fuck? It was just so goddamn weird, man, because he didn't feel like a crazy guy. I know I'm explaining it like this. It was just like some insane person. And like I run into insane people in the city quite a bit. And that's just kind of like, whatever. It's just a crazy person. You know, like a homeless guy comes up to you and starts speaking Latin and you just, and you just keep walking. You're just, oh, dude, get out of here. I had a homeless dude come up to me in New York once and he was in like a chicken suit. He wasn't in a chicken suit, but he looked like that scene in Home Alone, the original, where Joe Pesci's like, he's covered in glue and then they like spit feathers on him and he's covered in feathers. That's what that dude looked like. He was just covered in feathers that were just like white and yellow feathers that were just like stuck to him. And he was storming down the street in the opposite direction of me, like right at me. This was probably like 4 years ago. Scared the shit out of me. And I was with a guy. We were making a short film. We were in college at the time, and I was like working very little on it. Like I was editing it, but I was on set because they needed another sound guy. So I was just kind of like along for the ride, you know. Like it wasn't really my creative vision. I wasn't like running a camera. I was just kind of, you know, holding a boom sometimes. But I went along, they were my friends, and there was 2 weeks in New York, and like, I'm in college, it's winter break, sure. And the dude who I'm walking around with is the director of this movie, and we are looking for a homeless guy to play the homeless guy in this movie. His plan was, we don't have an actor to play the homeless guy, so I'm thinking we just find one and ask. I was like, do you hear how fucking ridiculous that is? Your plan is to go ask a homeless person, hey, do you want to be homeless on camera? Is it okay if I take a video of you and put it in a movie? Because people don't understand, like when you say, like if you're shooting something in, you know, say like a bar or like a diner, people are going to come up and be like, what's the movie? What are we shooting? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm shooting a movie. Like, oh, what's it called? And you tell them, and then the next thing they'll ask will be like, oh, where can I see it? Like, when is it gonna come out? It's like, dude, every single thing that gets shot is not like gonna be at your local Regal cinemas. I don't know how to explain that to people. I always feel like that's common sense. Like, duh, you should know that. But then at the same time, like, I don't know. Maybe people don't fucking know that. So this is me, as politely as I can, letting you know. If you see someone shooting something, there's a 99% chance that it's not going to be something you ever see. It's a college project, or it's a short film that they're making for a festival, or it is just people shooting something because they want to shoot something and they want to make something, and there's rich donors who want it made. You know what I mean? So, but why? Oh, that's why I brought that up. Jesus Christ, man. But that's the consensus. Most people don't know that. They just think movies, they think Hollywood, right? So going up to a homeless guy who probably hasn't eaten or been inside in at least weeks, and it's winter in New York, and you're going to come up to him and say you're shooting a movie? Like, that's going to, in his mind, he's thinking like fucking Brad Pitt and George Clooney, and like they want to use me, and like he's either going to get wicked excited, or he's going to say like, oh, how many millions of dollars are you paying me? And you expect him to just be okay with none of that he's just going to say like, oh yeah, I'll just sit here and be homeless. That's sure. Yeah. What are my lines? So we're parading through the streets of Manhattan looking for the right homeless guy. We're looking for our man. I can't believe that. We were like casting on the go. He was like looking around like, oh no, not him. No, he's too, no, that's not right. I want someone a little taller. Because if there was any city that you can, separate out the homeless people and like pick which one you want, it's New York. Jesus Christ, there's so many. Anyway. We're walking down the street and Matt's like, oh, dude, definitely this dude. For sure, this guy. And I'm like, and he's not joking. I know I just said it like sarcastically, but he says like, oh, this might be our guy. And I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, oh, really? And I look up and I see this man in like a winter hat and like a black jacket, I think, but it's covered in these feathers, like Joe Pesci in Home Alone, just head to toe. And he's walking towards me with like arms up by his side, like swaying side to side like Frankenstein. And he's like yelling in people's faces, and he's got that like, oh, you just know those like sunken eyes, sunken mouth, like crack face. He's got that going on. And he's just, oh, like, oh. And here's Matt, like, or whoever it was, being like, yo, maybe this guy. And to be like, no, man, I don't think it's him. But anyway, that's a huge tangent. This is all one continuous. To bring it all back, it wasn't that crazy of a guy. It was like a normal dude that I was talking to. It was like outside the mall the other day. It was just a normal ass guy. But he was just a little funked. He kept saying like, God, I wish I could smoke some weed right now. Like, I wish I could drink a beer right now. And I was like, dude, something tells me you've done one or both of those things very, very recently. Like, you don't need to sit here and be like, God damn it, I need a beer. If you're like sitting here like just like swaying while talking to me, telling me about how you're not Charles Manson, I think you're all right, dude. I think you're doing just fine. Okay. So yeah, speaking of New York, I went down to New York this past week. I just got back yesterday. I went down goddamn whatever day. Doesn't matter. I was there for a couple nights. I was staying in Jersey with Peter, who's been on this show before. I was chilling with him. He lives in Jersey in like kind of outside Jersey City and like that like suburban cluster area, like North Jersey. And let me tell you, one, people got the wrong idea about Jersey, and two, people got the wrong idea about New York City. I think. I don't know. Whatever. Who am I? But I was talking to Peter about it. He was saying like Jersey gets such a bad rep. Like people say like, armpit of the nation. People say other things, I'm sure. People say it smells. Probably the armpit thing is related to that, I'm sure. But it's not bad. I'm going to say it. So don't go to not Trenton. Trenton I think is okay. I think it's Newark. Is it Newark? He was telling me there's one town, one city that's like, don't go there. It might be Newark. Let's say Newark stinks. But that's like right by Philly, I'm pretty sure. So like it's a proximity thing. It's not even their fault. Like you get within 100 miles of Philadelphia, you're going to be trashed too. You know what I mean? You are what you eat. And what you eat is the air that Philly is giving off. You're going to be trashed too. So you can't blame them. And then Jersey City is literally full of trash because it's just, I think I'm going to talk about this like I'm educated on it, but I'm really not. I'm pretty sure that all the trash from Manhattan just is put on a ship and brought to Jersey City and put like on the pier and just like it's been sitting there for like 200 years. I don't know if there's any truth behind that, but I'm pretty sure that the garbage, I'm serious, I'm blowing it out of proportion a little bit, but I'm pretty serious that the trash just kind of goes to Jersey. I don't know where its next stop is, if it just goes into like the ocean or if they burn it in Jersey or something, but I'm pretty sure Jersey City like holds all the trash, and that's why it really smells if you drive through it. Like you go over like the George Washington Bridge or something, you get over in Jersey, it's going to smell. And that was my first impression of Jersey. First time I ever went down there, I was driving south, drove through into Jersey and was like, oh my God, everyone shits on Jersey, and now I'm smelling it, and it is that bad. But that's pretty much all the shitty spots of Jersey. I mean, Atlantic City is, I'm sure, full of, degenerates and what have you, but as far as just like a bad place, he was saying Patterson's pretty gross too. Okay, now that I'm talking it out, I might be doubling back on myself because this seems like I'm listing a lot of places to say, no. I'm fighting through this one. I'm sticking to my guns and I'm going to power through this. Jersey's a good place, and people don't give it enough credit. There's some bad parts, sure. But you know what? Jersey's the most densely populated state in the nation. Do you know that? Huh? Did you? Probably not. Now you do. So yeah, there's going to be some shitty parts when every part of it is filled up. I mean, you got some parks in there too. The Garden State, you got some gardens, I'm sure. But the rest of that space filled with people or homes that are housing people and homeless people. So a lot's going on there. You're bound to have some shitty spots. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Jesus, man. I'm losing my train of thought bad today. But Jersey is, in some spots, is wicked nice. Where I was in Ridgewood, it was real nice. I took out one of those electric scooters that are real hot right now, those boosted boards. I took a similar thing, like I took the scooter out, but not the boosted scooter. It was a different brand, but same fucking thing. My God, I might have to move somewhere where it's never winter so that I can drive that thing around year round. I want to go to work on that thing. I want to go to the mall on that thing. I'm 10 million% in on the electric scooters. Everybody out there, if you're listening, here's what I need you to do for next week's episode. Sell your car. Buy a scooter. Ride the scooter instead of the car. Don't ride the car. That's all I'm saying. But seriously, no, they are awesome. That's not the best thing about New Jersey. I know it's just like Jersey's wicked cool, and then like, oh, what do you have to say about Jersey? There's like electric scooters there. No, I'm just saying like that's one of the many things that Jersey opened my mind to, and I just happened to be in Jersey when that happened. There's a bunch of other shit in Jersey. I'll tell you what is in Jersey is legal sports gambling. It sounds like I'm leading into an ad read. I'm not. But it's completely legal. You can do it on your phone. You can just do it on anything. So I get down there on a Monday night, and there's like it's week 1 of the NFL, right? So there's 2 Monday night games. So I throw down like $50 into the account, I think, right? And I like parlay some bets on like the 2 games. One of them wins, one of them loses. Parlay obviously loses, and I'm left with like $16 or something. And I start playing blackjack with it, and I get that $16 up to like, I don't know, $50, and then I turn that $50 into $0. So I put 50 more bucks in. I'm like, I'm just gonna play some fucking shit, and I get that $50 up to $180, and I'm like, oh my God, the champ has returned. We're back, baby. Betting season's back. I'm back on my blackjack bullshit. Make way, here I come. And then I blew it all. I lost it all. Yeah, I lost it all really fast. And then put another $100 in, and then lost that, and then came back here. My offshore site had $100 in there, got that to 200, and lost all that. So I've lost like a grand total of like $600 this week on strictly gambling. Sorry about that. Got a text there. I should really turn my fucking phone off during these things. Yeah, man, I could not live in New Jersey. I would blow every cent I ever made. I went there with the thought of like, oh, all I have to do is pay for gas, like 2-3 meals, a day. And then like, I'll be back. I'll have spent, a grand total of, $100, $150. That's just not true. That's just not true. I lost so much goddamn money. I lost so much money. And like when you go on the trains, we were in Secaucus, and the train stations are plastered with like DraftKings and FanDuel fucking advertisements that are all like, sports gambling is legal now in New Jersey. And like picture Ben Franklin with like fucking Ray-Bans on. And they're like, download it now. Today is your day to win big. Are you hearing me? And I had already lost a lot of money before I saw those signs, and it made me put more money in. That's how effective those advertisements are. It's just legal. You just download an app and just play. You just gamble on your phone. What? I don't know, dude. That blows my mind. And I didn't even live through like when it was like, I'm not like 70 years old. You know what I mean? If I was 70, this would be fucking killing me. Because like, gambling was so quiet for so long. It was so back alley, underground. And then the internet came, and like there were some places that were like trying to do it. And you're like, holy shit, really? Are we really doing this? And then like these Indian reservations start opening up casinos. And you're like, what? There's just like casinos? You can just go and like outside of Vegas, there's just places that have casinos. And then not only that, but now states are making it legal. So they're not even in Indian reservations. There's just an MGM and a fucking Encore just down the road. And then they're like, yo, you want to bet on the game? You want to bet on the game? Pull out your phone. Go ahead. Have fun. Play some blackjack while you're on there. Shoot some dice. Throw some craps or whatever they do in that game. All right, everybody. It's about time. I'm going to have a guest on right about now. This is my good friend Connor. He's the one who got married in Texas in August. in August in Texas, he decided to get married. This dude makes me hot, but this dude is also, makes me hot. So here's Connor. He has some sailing for us, I guess.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on, dude?
Not much. How are you?
I am doing fairly well. You're on the show.
I'm on True Sailing.
You're on True Sailing. Say hello.
Hello.
They're saying hello back. You can't hear them. I have them off speaker.
All right.
Yeah. What's up? So you said you had a story for me?
Yeah, I have some I guess future sailing. Does that count?
Yeah. You're on the shore, dude, but you're you're looking to the coast.
Okay. Well, my wife and I, Sydney, who live in Houston, occasionally come up to visit New Hampshire once in a while, as you know.
As I know.
And the next time we visit New Hampshire, whenever that is, probably sometime next summer, we're going to have a first mate with us.
Who is?
Well, we haven't picked a name yet, but it'll be something.
Dude,
cool.
no goddamn way are you telling me this right now.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm on the show.
You're on the show, dude. What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
No?
Dude, congratulations. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Wow, dude. You're buying a boat?
We're buying a little houseboat with more than one bedroom in it.
Wow. Holy shite. Oh my god. How far along, dude? Is the boat?
Weeks.
12 weeks. Okay, so that's 3 months.
Yeah, end
So,
of the first trimester.
end of the first trimester. Oh my god, you waited as long as you could. Oh my god.
Yeah.
God. Wow. Whoa.
Also,
Dude.
following up, though, on a hypothetical true sailing.
You want me to just dive into some stupid potty talk right now? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm sticking with this topic.
Okay.
But I realized that because we come up like once a year to New Hampshire, it would have been difficult, but theoretically possible for us to have just shown up with a baby. And
Dude.
you're just like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, this is our kid.
Dude, I would have loved that, but then you gotta respect that move. If you just decide to not tell anyone, and you're like in the shadows enough, like you're not like in town, so like you can like just don't post any pictures of Sydney or something. You could have got away with that.
All from the neck up.
Yeah, you could have done it. Oh my god, dude, I would have been mad at you. I probably would have hit you, lovingly, sure, but hit you nonetheless.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
It would have been worth it if I could have pulled that off.
Wow. I would have been mad. I would have been like, dude, you're like for a game, like just to say you did it. Is that really what we're doing here? Wow. Holy crow. My god. You're the first, dude. You did the double first to the friend group, dude. First married, first to have first kid, first to have a first mate. You
Got her, boys.
Oh boy, did you get her. You got her, all right. You got her good, dude. Wow. You did it.
Yep.
Wow. And then,
So that's
wow, I'm sorry, dude. This is the same way I reacted when you told me you were getting married. I just kept saying, wow.
it's a very valid reaction.
Wow. Dude, well, congratulations, dude. Tell Sydney I said congratulations. Well, wait, when were you up here last, dude? Was she pregnant when? No.
We were up in June? No, July. Yeah, June.
Yeah. So yeah. Right around Oh. A little New Hampshire original, perhaps. Who's to say?
No, not that. How are you counting 12 weeks? It's currently the first week in September.
Man, I'm not here to do math. I'm here to talk into a microphone and, botch some stories that I don't remember.
All right. Well.
Wow. Well, that's some real sailing, dude. And I understand what you're asking me here, and yes, I will pick the name. I would be honored.
Actually, we were thinking because I've known you since first grade. You're one of my best friends. And if it's a boy, we would like to name it True
Sailing. Dude, you just got me so good. You gotta watch the YouTube version of that, dude.
Yeah, I will.
Dude, wow. Yeah, you gotta watch that one. You had me. Holy, wow, man. Wow, well, you took the name right out of my mouth, dude, because that's what I was hoping. I was hoping to name first name Truce, middle name Ailing.
Middle name Ailing.
Yeah, Truce.
Ailing is a terrible name.
Well, not if your first name is Truce, dude.
That's true.
Dude,
I feel like Kanye could name a kid True and no one would mind.
I feel like he does have a kid named True.
He might. He's got at least one sailing direction in there with West.
Yeah.
So we could get
he's got North. He's got a kid named North.
Yeah. So he's charting his course, and now he just needs to sail true to his destination.
There it is, dude. And you know where is he sailing to? Chicago, because that's a name of his other kid.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you while I got you on the line here,
Yeah.
I came up with that name for Kanye. I'm
Chicago?
Yes, I am so serious. I in college was fighting people that I wanted to name my kid or my dog Chicago. And they all called me they were all haters is what they were, because they all said, "Joe, you can't do that. Joe, it's a terrible name." Now who looks stupid? Chicago West.
I don't know if Kanye doesn't look stupid for naming his kid Chicago.
But yeah. But I'm dude, I swear I typed it like so much. I tweeted it so many times. I think there's an all right chance Kanye might have saw my tweet and named his kid Chicago, and I sincerely believe that.
You should. Can you sue someone for taking a name from you?
Unfortunately, I didn't copyright the name Chicago, so I don't think so.
You should have gotten on that. No one else wants it. You should have just taken the name.
I didn't think anybody wanted it. Thought I was.
Yeah.
But here we are. Wow.
Here we are.
Dude, real quick before I let you go.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I tell my mom?
Go for it.
Okay. I won't tell anyone else. I'll tell Jamie. But I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I won't tell anybody you don't want to know yet. Obviously, I'm not gonna just let everybody know. But I do want to tell my mom and Jamie.
Yeah, you can do it. This is because when does the show air? Like Sunday, Monday, usually.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is our weekend of telling people. So by the time it comes out, we should be all set on that front.
Okay. Cool. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations again, my friend. And seriously, if you take True Sailing as a name, I will sue you.
I don't think you've copyrighted it yet, so I think I'll be fine.
Well, I'm on it now. I got the legal on it. But seriously, dude, congratulations. I love you, man.
Thanks. I love you too, buddy.
All right. Talk to you later, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. What a crazy... That's insane. Dude, Connor has been leading up for the last week. Yo, just let me call in next episode. I want to I want to ask a question. I got a story to tell too. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. You can just DM us, or you can whatever. And he was like, it's better over the phone. And I was like, I'll set up a voicemail line. I've been talking about doing that anyway. And he was like, no, just let me call you. Dumbass. So let me talk to you. And it just, none of the hints went off in my head. I was just like, he got me so good on that though. Connor, honest to God, man, I thought you were about to say that you wanted to name your kid after me, dude. And I would have been honored and all. But I didn't cure lupus. You know what I mean? I couldn't think I could name my kid after anybody. I think there would be that pressure. I think if somebody named their kid after you, you'd have to be and then you have a kid and you name it also after you. You got two Joes running around. Your friend would be like, dude, I thought we kind of had this unspoken thing where I'm going to name my kid after you. You would kind of do it after me. And that seems like a whole thing. Scary. Wow, dude. Connor's going to be a pop. That's scary, man. I'll tell you, man, on a real note right here, this is going to get a little bit of a bummer real quick. I sincerely believed that I would be the first one to have a kid amongst us, like a friend group kind of thing. You know what I mean? Really thought it would be me. I don't know why. Everybody's gotten married before me, which I totally saw happening. But I can't believe I'm 24 without a kid. Almost 24 without a kid. That's crazy to me. I was so sure that I was going to be like a teen dad. And there are like people that I work with that are like, you're not a dad. I don't know why I thought you were. I don't know. Thought I was. I wasn't. I'm not. But I like sincerely believed that would beat people out. Having a wife and a home is probably, the right people to have that happen to, rather than me. I don't know if you can hear that honking outside, but I'm about to go outside and wring somebody's fucking neck. Wow, that's insane, man. Wow. Connor's going to have a baby. Well, Sydney's going to have the baby. Wow. Connor's like, I have a couple of old friends who have kids. Like old girlfriends. I think I have like 3 or 4 girlfriends who are moms now, which is wild. But no like active friends, that are like dads or moms. My brother and his girlfriend just had a baby a couple weeks ago. And that is the closest person to me to have a baby, I think, ever. Other than like, that other time where it was a girlfriend, she became an ex-girlfriend, and then, she had a baby. Other than that, though, this is the closest person to have a baby in my life. And me and my brother, I love my brother, but I don't see him all too much. We don't talk too much. Like, we didn't grow up together. We like met when I was 18 and he was 16. So I've only known him for 6 years, and like I see him probably 2 or 3 times a year. And like I always get along with him great. Like I could text him and I could just like, send him memes or like fucking go up and grab a beer with him or something. Neither of us do it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where we're like, he's living his life, and his life consists of a lot of work and a live-in girlfriend and a baby now. And my life consists of a lot of traveling and a lot of outside of work projects and then work. And it's just that, I don't know. He's like an hour away, and I would have to like drive an hour to go see him and then like stay on a couch or something. You know what I mean? It's just one of those, like, it just doesn't happen to be that we see each other a lot. And like, we're similar enough people where like neither of us is going to be the first one to text. We're both just going to like, oh, hey dude, how you been? Haven't seen you. And like, I don't know. I'm defending my relationship with my brother for whatever reason. But, yeah, man, besides him, Connor's like the first person in my life to be a dad. And I knew it, like I knew it. And we all kind of like suspected it when Connor left. We were kind of like, man, like, do you think they're gonna, like not left, but like when he stayed down there, he got married in Texas and then decided to stay down in Texas. And we were all kind of like, do you guys think they're gonna like start a life down there? And I guess they are, because they're having babies. Sure hope you come back, Connor. Miss you, man. I wish you all the best. I wish you a million congratulations. I wish a million congratulations to Sydney as well. And I'm going to wish them on your cats. Gilly, and the other one. I hope they're doing great. I hope they're going to be great cats. I hope they're going to be good cats, good boys or girls or whatever. I hope that's going to be an amazing experience, man. Holy shit! Next time I see you, you're going to be a papa bear. You're going to have a baby bear. And it's going to be a baby. I love what he said about just showing up with a fucking baby. That would have been hysterical. That's a very Connor thing to do, too. I'm surprised he didn't do it. It's like, it shows who he is as a person to know, like, he's mature enough where he didn't do that thing, but he's still, like, I don't want to say immature, but, like, just still, like, Connor enough where he's like, hey, I didn't do it, but, like, wouldn't this have been funny if I did this? Wow. Well, I don't know. I don't really have a better way to end that. I did just on the trip want to say one last thing, which is Connecticut is the definition of a drive-through state. Y'all already know this shit. It sucks. Your parkways, your expressways, dude. Connecticut, why don't you fuck off, huh? Do that. Fuck off, Connecticut. Who the fuck is Wilbur Cross? Why are you guys honoring Wilbur Cross so much? Who is that? Who the fuck is that? You guys have a highway named after him. You guys have a high school named after him. You got other things, I'm sure. Wilbur Cross, I see it everywhere. Who was that? Is that like a general? Like a governor? Why do I keep running into Wilbur Cross? Why is there not like a plaque that I can read somewhere that says who he... I mean, I could Google it. I could absolutely Google it, but I shouldn't have to. You should let me know who Wilbur Cross is. So, that's about all I got to say about that. It's time for the Music Minute. Here's what we're going to do this week on the Music Minute. We're going to do one thing. I'm going to tell you the music that I've been listening to. And that's it. And then I'm going to put those songs on the brand new True Sailing Fall Compilation 2019 playlist. That's it. That's going to be the name. That's as good as I got. Sorry. I'm alone here. That's all I got. So we're going to just start with 3. I didn't add the last of the songs to the summer playlist, the last batch of songs. I might add them to this playlist, depending on if they fit. I think I'm going to try to make this one a lot more cohesive and like an actual playlist you can throw on. It's on Spotify for those who've been asking like where to find it. It's going to be, just go on Spotify and just search True Sailing. The podcast is not going to be on there, but the playlist will. It'll be the first fucking thing that comes up. It'll be by either Jamie Lander or it'll be by me. You'll see the name. So the first song that I want to put on there is The Shrine / An Argument by Fleet Foxes. It's one of their older ones. It's a song that I really like. It's very, very Fleet Foxes-y. I don't know how all of their music sounds the same, but they're one of those bands that I don't know much about music theory, but I know that people who do like really like them, like people who like are music knowledgeable, like really respect Fleet Foxes. So I don't know, but I don't know how they all sound so similar. It's like Lord of the Rings music or something. It's like very medieval. I don't know how to explain. What the fuck is that? Why is it always like I'm on a quest when I'm listening to their music? But I heard this song on, I follow Adam DeGrosse on Instagram. He's Post Malone's photographer. And he does some really good stuff. And he posted a video of Post Malone listening to this and singing in his kitchen. And I would seriously go and watch that. Go follow Adam DeGrosse on Instagram and look up that video. That shit is fucking funny. I don't know why it was killing me. The dude he's standing with is wearing this stupid ass hat. Post Malone's wearing a cowboy hat. They're like eating nuts. And he's just like singing. And the Mexican guy that he's with like the funny hat on is just kind of, it was like I don't know, it was like a bowl. Or like, it was like a Pharrell Williams hat, but it was black and it was like perfectly round on top. It was so fucking ugly. And he's just like nodding along and trying to match Post Malone's energy. And he just keeps saying like, wow, yeah, yeah. And the song ends. It's quiet for a second. The guy goes, fuck. And it killed me. That shit's really good. I would go watch that. So yeah, that's why The Shrine and Argument is my first song. My second song is going to be a cover. It's going to be Poolside with their cover of Harvest Moon by Neil Young. I almost said Harvest Young by Neil Moon. Harvest Moon by Neil Young. It's wicked good. I would love to play it for you guys, but I can't just go on Spotify. Just go listen to the playlist. It's going to be on there. And the last one is a little bit of a special one. I got a buddy. His name's Carter Harrington. He's a musician. Recently kind of did the whole like pursue the dream thing that we all want to do. And like, he like really went for it and like moved and shit, like to the place where his band was and like, really going for it. They're playing shows, they're recording shit. They're like really trying to get a fucking move on. And, seems like they're really doing it. Their band's name is He Sees the Ghosts. He Sees the Ghosts. And they just put their first track on Spotify here. They put it on probably a week ago. Probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's got 1,500 listens, which isn't bad. That's not bad at all. That's really good, I would say. That's more than any episode of this podcast has gotten. I'll tell you that much right now. Maybe not. Their song is called Cactus Garden by He Sees the Ghost. This one I think I can play. Carter said I could. He made it. It's very... So that's how it sounds. It's pretty goddamn good. It gets like very jazzy. There's my favorite thing in the world. A sax solo. My favorite thing on the planet is a sax solo, dude. You gotta be kidding me. So yeah, Cactus Garden by He Sees the Ghost. Poolside's cover of Harvest Moon by Neil Young. And The Shrine and Argument by Fleet Foxes. Maybe we'll put on a couple of the other songs that we didn't put on the end of the summer playlist, like some Father John Misty. I just kind of want to put some Father John Misty on there. Yeah, I might build like a little bit of a foundation for this playlist and not make it just of Music Minutes, just so it has like a little wider base to sit on when I'm adding shit to it. All right, so we have bashed New Jersey and then defended New Jersey, like always. We have talked about gambling, as we usually do. Talked about malls, as usual. We found out Connor's having a baby, as always. So, on that note, get off the fucking boat.